Vlogmas Day 5, and let's get straight into moving Hans Gruber, and then we'll get back in to the Aston Martin build. So here he is from yesterday, sitting at floor 4. Now if we just give him a little bit of a nudge, and we'll move him down to floor, move him down to floor 5. He is getting down there, isn't he? Wow. Right, let's get him out of the way for now then, and let's get into doing door number 5, which I think is this one here. So let's get that one opened, and we'll see what's behind door number 5 today. As usual, it's a finger time. So we'll get the finger in, give that a pull. Oh, this is interesting. I wonder what this is. I can't get it out. I haven't had that problem before. And, oh, okay, a nail file. Well, that's going to be useful. Let's have a better look at that then. Right, so it's it appears to be a nail file. I think what this is going to be for is for smoothing off any rough edges that I found in the bits when you take them out. And it does seem to have that's a smoother side than that is. So rather than turning this into a beauty video and doing something with my nails, I think we'll see if we can get something else done instead. Well, that was a bit of a letdown, I must say. I didn't expect to be getting a nail file inside a modelling kit, but I suppose it does make sense, because normally when you cut the bits out of the frame to fit them, sometimes have a little rough edge on, and this will do to sand it down a little bit. So, in order to make this video actually worth filming, let's start putting some bits together. We've got 3 bits of parts all together. We've got this, which I have discovered is frame, that's frame B. So we've got frame B, and then we've also got frame D, and we've got frame A. So I reckon we've got enough bits there to start putting something together. And I've had a quick look at the instructions, and on here, so I've managed to get this bit in here. Right, now I'm not quite sure what happened there. I think there must have been a glitch on the phone or something like that. But what I've done is I've obviously got the floor pan out. I'm going to start building it. So we'll try and get some bits together that we can. Now I have had a little bit of an accident. I took the gearbox, or part of the gearbox, out of the framework. And if you can see in the instructions here, there's meant to be a little sort of a leg with a pin on it sticking out the back of the gearbox. Well, there isn't on mine anymore because it's here. It's kind of snapped off when I was taking it out, but it shouldn't be too much of an issue. I just need to take that nub off there, which I'll get done, and then we'll get the thing all put together. Now, according to the instructions, this bit goes inside this bit from the inside, and there's 2, I think if you can see, if I can get this around the right way, there's 2 little pegs just there, one on either side, that correspond with those 2 holes there on either side. So this then just needs to be clipped into there. If I get that in the right place. I think that's in, yep, that's in there. And then of course the bit that I've broke off needs to go in there. It should be on the back of the gearbox, like that. Actually, I was going to try and maybe put some glue on there to hold that, but that does seem to be in quite firm. So we might get away with that. That's that bit in. And then apparently the next bit is this flat frame, which has to go in that way around, and I believe it clips on. I've dropped that to these 2 pegs here. So let's see if we can get that in as well. Right, so that's in. Can't believe we've actually started building this together. That's number 1 done. Now for number 2, unfortunately, I can't do number 2 yet because we need these 2 parts from frame C. We haven't actually got frame C yet, which is a bit of a shame. And we also need parts for frame C on these 2. So frame C, well, part 2 and 3, looks like parts 2 and 3 are going to have to wait until tomorrow, which of course will be day 6. For now though, we've actually got somewhere. Look at this. We have a gearbox, even though it's slightly damaged, but we'll ignore that. I didn't actually do that. If that doesn't sit steady, I may pop a little bit of glue on that and let that dry overnight, and then it'll be ready for tomorrow. But in the meantime, we've actually started putting parts together. That's 2 parts fitted to the Aston Martin. Wow, absolutely amazing. We're starting the build. It's actually started. We've got bits going in. So we've already got a broken gearbox, but we'll worry about the linkage later. In the meantime, there it is. There's the first part in. It's no longer an all-black frame. It's actually out, and it's got parts of a gearbox and parts of a transmission already clipped into it. And it does seem to be like a secure fit, apart from the bit that I may have accidentally caused some damage to when I did it. But I'll pop a little bit of glue on there if I can, and that will hold that together, hopefully. I don't have to worry too much about it. But for now, though, that's done. Well, no parts today, just a glorified nail file that has come in handy, and it has been used, as you can see, and it does sort of get rid of the little sharp bits on the edges of the bits that are clipping together. But the good news is, for day 5 of Vlogmas, we've actually started building the thing together. Absolutely fantastic, that. So that's the first bit on there, or the first 2 bits on there. So we're getting there slowly. Hopefully tomorrow we'll get frame C, and I'll be able to put a few more bits on, and it'll make it look a little bit more as though it's actually getting built rather than just unpacking parts, which is absolutely fantastic. Incidentally, if you've noticed, at the end of these videos, there's not only sort of some dedicated music with regards to Vlogmas, but there's also now the Christmas end screen on there as well. All thanks to those, the music and the Christmas end screen, they go to Corrie from Corrie Edit Queen, which is absolutely fantastic. Corrie's kindly offered to make those for me. Much appreciated, very thankful of them. And you may have noticed at the beginning of the days, there's a one of myself dressed as Father Christmas where the beard seems to be coming in a little bit. That's also from Corrie, and you'll see those progress over the course of the Vlogmas as well, to the point where I'm going to be dressed fully as Santa with a full Santa beard on. Going to look absolutely fantastic, and a huge thank you to Corrie for that. In the meantime though, thanks for watching this one. If you're enjoying it, and I'm not sure whether you should or you shouldn't be enjoying it, I know certain people that are watching are hooked to this. Thanks Monique for that message the other day. Tomorrow, hopefully we'll get a bit more suspension on. We'll get a little bit further, and I might be able to do something that I don't break. Caress the like button if you've enjoyed this, and consider subscribing to the channel, if only to see if this gets built by the 24th. Because it's not looking very likely at the minute. We're already into the 5th and all we've got to gearbox. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow night, back at 7 again. Bye for now.
Sparks and wrenches, dreams ignite.